how do you think we can make these spaces more inclusive?
So, I mean, this is Dubs in my world, in the sphere of what we do from supposedly 9 to 5, but really 7 to 7, 7 days a week. Um, I think, okay, so one, if any individual is interested to make their own family, their own life, their own community, their synagogue, their day school, their Jewish camp, etc., more inclusive, please consider reaching out to either JQ International, that's our organization, and Keshet, that Doves works for, because our bread and butter is helping individuals and organizations and families do this for themselves. On the front line of this conversation, which is why I said that first, is the intention to be more inclusive. So it's like this: we have decided, either again as individuals or a family, or a board of directors or a collective of teachers, that we don't have all the information that we need, so as to be able to fully include and embrace the LGBTQ people that are inevitably amongst us, and to reach out to the institutions and organizations worldwide that are focused on this subject, I think is a great first step. And then it really does take the onus off you to have the answers. When it comes down to sort of what become the steps and strategies that we take, I won't get to them on this call, but in a sense, one can go through self-education, one can go through inclusion and allyship training, one can, of course, read books and follow activists online that are telling their stories and sharing about their identities from a diverse array of perspectives that help a person understand LGBTQ identity in a different way than one would simply by asking their 1, 2, or 5 queer friends, what's your particular experience? So I think like consult, with the people and the organizations that are here really to help you, and then make it if it's meaningful to you, I should say, make it a lifelong journey. So much as Dubs and I have discovered new things about ourselves in the past 5 years as queer people, for individuals who consider themselves to either be allies or supporters, and we can mark the difference if you'd like. Um, we hope that you'll be on the journey with us. Like in the same way that like a workplace safety training is not the same in 1995 as it is in 2005, and LGBTQ inclusion training is not the same in 2000 as 2005. Like we are rapidly evolving as a community, and I think like that mindset of I want to grow with them will really help an individual or an organization or institution be on the journey of greater inclusion. And I know Dubs will cover everything that I haven't.
That was really brilliant. What I would build off of that is just, and to reiterate some of the things that you said, is really that intentionality and this commitment to this journey, because you're right, it does evolve so quickly, and being open to making mistakes. Like nothing is going to change and nothing is going to get better unless we try. And inevitably, because we're humans, we're going to make mistakes. And I think a lot of what I've seen with synagogues or other institutions who've kind of been around for a while don't want to risk making a mistake because it might put a blemish on their reputation, or they might get bad PR for X, Y, and Z. And so instead of saying anything, they keep quiet. And so saying anything or trying anything or doing any kind of work beyond maybe a consult or one-off training of like, okay, we did this one thing, check. And that's great. That is such an important and incredible first step. And there needs to be more investment in this process. I also could get into the nitty-gritty, but I don't know that anyone really wants to hear that. But I think just these big main things to be thinking about, we talked about language a lot, but language is really important. And what we say and how we say it can really make or break someone's relationship with your community. So just being really intentional about that. And when you make a mistake, acknowledge it and move on. And there's so much more power in owning that than pretending like it never happened.
Amen.